EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26, with the Seattle Seahawks. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 31, Roethlisberger, short little throw to Ebron. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Connor underneath, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Here we go. Back 30. 15. Check back 15. Check.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. 1st and goal from the 6 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. First carry for James Conner, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try.
29-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is DJ Reed returning. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Could we get a touchdown in this 1st half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. Myers' kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all time. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. This is Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Ball carrier.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Carson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
On the carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Seahawks.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Again, Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 10. On the delay, here's Carson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Chris Carson.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This for the lead in the final stages. And Myers able to knock it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage that they need.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So Big Ben and the Steelers now down 6-3. A minute 51 on the clock. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. He's back to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Pressure kick, and I thought he was going to hit it. I thought we were destined for overtime, but not the case.
Not at all. And they were already planning for the overtime you just mentioned, already saying, okay, what are we going to do if we get the ball? What happens on defense? Instead of that celebration and that little bit of euphoria, it turned into letdown city.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.